It was a horrifying hit from a forklift, and it claimed the life of a retiree. That man's family says it wasn't a freak accident, and it was preventable.
As the night team's Andrew Dimbert shows us, they are now taking action.
There's no question that this is a criminal act rather than just an accident.
A background check could have prevented a gruesome death, a lawsuit alleges. 70-year-old James Zakos was visiting Fort Lauderdale from Canada back in November. He was driving down A1A along the beach when suddenly he was impaled by a forklift.
Mr. Zakos, unfortunately, was in the wrong place at the wrong time, driving his vehicle under the speed limit when he collided with those forks which were sticking out into the intersection.
The driver of the forklift, Ulysses Modrigan, should have never been operating that sort of equipment, according to the victim's family and attorneys.
It's devastating. The fact that it could have been prevented on multiple levels makes it even worse.
Lawyers claim Modrigan was in the United States illegally, had several infractions on his driving record, did not even have a valid driver's license, and was not certified to be operating heavy machinery in the first place.
And yet, here he is on the roadway, operating a forklift with no license, no endorsement, in what would be arguably one of the busiest intersections in Fort Lauderdale.
Modrigan was contracted as part of a multi-million-dollar revitalization project along Fort Lauderdale Beach. But a background check may have prevented him from getting the job altogether.
If the contractor had done a simple background check, would have found that, yeah, this guy has done it before, he shouldn't be doing it now, and unfortunately, he kept doing it, and this is what's happened.
Modrigan, meanwhile, is also facing a slew of criminal charges, and the Zakos family wants to make sure this never happens again.
It's disastrous that it happened to my brother, but it should never happen to another person.
And the family is also seeking $25 million in punitive damages meant to send a message to future construction companies and projects that safety needs to be paramount. From Fort Lauderdale Beach, Andrew Dimbert, 7 News, Night Team.